Hey there, legendary souls. Welcome back to Unconventional Counseling. Today we're going to talk about your new moon in Libra reading. Our new moon in Libra is on Tuesday, October 21st at 7:24 a.m. CDT, and this new moon will be at 28 degrees. It will be transiting our collective 12th house, which is all about our hidden fears, our hidden dreams, self-sabotage and self-undoing, themes of imprisonment, the subconscious, and our imagination. Whew. If it feels like a lot, it's because the 12th house is traditionally ruled by the sign of Pisces. So this house both contains just about every hard thing and just about every beautiful thing. But it's also a house that's shrouded in mystery, and oftentimes discerning and digesting and clarifying what it's trying to tell you is really confusing. If you know someone or have ever loved someone with Pisces placements, you at some point have heard them say, probably pretty often, "I'm confused," or "I don't understand." This is because they are getting way more cosmic, emotional, ancient, spiritual, personal, and collective information than the rest of us. And wherever you have Pisces in your chart, wherever you have Pisces placements, wherever Pisces occupies, like whatever house it occupies, this is actually true for you too. This is an area where you don't often have much clarity, and confusion kind of lasts for longer stretches. I could yap about this new moon for probably too long, so I'm just going to cover 3 things. The new moon is conjunct both the sun in Libra and the ascendant in Scorpio at the time of the new moon. So our new moon is coming at the tail end of Libra season at 28 degrees, and Scorpio season is starting, the very next day? This moon is coming at a time when the veil between realms is exceptionally thin, very powerful, and very potent. This is spooky season. This is our launching pad to spooky season. If you feel like it hasn't been spooky season up to this point, it has. But just in case you needed an invitation, here's your invitation to the party. Libra moon is giving it to you. So first, I want to talk about your sleep. If you are able to sleep right now, your dreams are off the chain. Oh my gosh, they're either so clear and so vivid that you remember them. It's like you're watching movies and TV when you wake up, like you're just waking up with all of this information. Or you're just waking up with this sense that you were working really hard last night, like really, really hard, and doing a lot of stuff and seeing a lot of stuff, and maybe you don't remember it. Whichever your experience is, before you fall asleep, ask your guides or your own spirit that animates your vessel to provide clear guidance in your dreams and through your dreams. I've been getting a 1-sentence message at the very end of my dreams when I wake up during this season. And it has been so, when I tell you, I have enjoyed that so much. I'll wake up and I'll say, I know what to do, or I know what's happening. Okay, great. It's providing so much clarity for me and motivation, actually, towards whatever thing it is for that day or for that week that I need to focus on. That might be possible for you too, whether that, or maybe you'll get very clear symbolism, or maybe you'll see like a particular story play out in the dream that is very clear for you. But ask for that guidance, because you'll most likely receive it. If you're having difficulty sleeping, notice your level of frustration or anxiety. Tomorrow will still come with all the things that it has in store for you. The sun will still rise, whether you see it or don't, and you will get as much done as you can with the level of awareness, the level of consciousness, and the level of energy that your body, mind, and spirit will allow. The sooner you can accept that you don't have control over how much sleep you're going to get right now, the easier this process will be. So consider this a moment in time where the inner baby inside of you is fussy or colicky. This is a prime time for even more self-care, but self-care that's dedicated to things for soothing and things that prep you for sleep. Please put your phone down. Please put your phone down. Please put your phone down. Your eyes neurologically can't take it. I think that so many of us are pretending like we don't know that. And we're pushing ourselves so much, so late into the evening. And we're taking in content that isn't helpful for us at all before we go to sleep. And then we're wondering why we can't sleep. We did that. We are doing that. Y'all, I didn't even write that down. That was just a channeled message that came on through. Anyway, continuing. Drink some chamomile tea or a non-caffeinated tea of your choosing, or just warm up some water. Drink some warm water. It's like you don't even need the tea. You don't even need the flavor sometimes. Just feeling the warmth in your body is so soothing. Put another sock layer on or cozy item of clothing of your choosing. Get yourself under those blankets and really swaddle yourself under the covers. Find a podcast that you like the sound of, the voice of the person, and whose content won't disturb your sleep. Or find a bedtime story on your favorite app. I love Insight Timer. And let the inner child within you just kind of drift slowly into this realm. Let yourself take a bath. Maybe you'll use some Epsom salts. Maybe you'll get a flavor of Epsom salts. A flavor, as my friend calls it, as I call it. Maybe you'll light a sweet smelling candle and allow the aromas and the warmth to really soothe your system. Maybe after you get out of your bath, you'll rub some non-scented lotion or cocoa butter or, thing of your choosing, moisturizing thing of your choosing. And maybe you'll just hum to yourself as you rub it in. You are the baby right now. You're also the parent. How do you want to indulge in soothing your psyche before it's time to drift off to sleep? Next, I want to talk about your challenges. Our new moon in Libra is square Pluto in Aquarius. Ooh! There are things that are playing ping pong or volleyball or pickleball in your brain right now, just rattling around at all times of day. Thoughts are moving through intrusively and they are disruptive to your peace. There are things weighing heavily on your heart right now, things that are so uncertain in the world in which you orbit and the larger world that we all are part of, and with the people that you love or the people that you want to be closer to. And it feels like there isn't very much you can do about it. It feels like all you can do is mope or cry or hyperventilate or try to remember to breathe or worry or try to tell yourself it'll be okay or keep going or try to make it to the next day or through your day till tonight. The old visions that you had for yourself are not just falling away and changing. They are disintegrating before your very eyes at such a rapid rate, and you're not sure if what you deemed as success, legacy, and literally the things that make your life feel like they are worth living will withstand this shakeup. If you started a project, a business, or a way of moving through the world, being care-oriented, being loving, if you started a family just in the past 10 years that has supported both you and the people that you care about, if you've started something, you've created something that supports more than just you, and now you're uncertain of what to do, there are so many possibilities and so many directions of what you could do. There are probably emails that you're getting and people are trying to give you advice of how to move next, and there just really isn't a one-size-fits-all answer for what is best for you. I'll give you a few options. If you've been sitting still and hermiting hard for the past few years, it's probably time to shake off the cobwebs and start moving. If you've been working nonstop and building for the past few years, it's probably time to start slowing down enough to connect and deepen your community relations, and any familial or intimate relationships that are important to you. If you've been focusing almost solely and exclusively on pleasure and rest and hedonistic goals as much as possible for the last few years, it may be time for you to get more serious about what it is you want to create for yourself in the next chapter of your life and who you want to do it with. Wherever you fall, know that before you move, it is best that you ground yourself. that you ask your guides, that you go to your altar, that you pray, you journal or write, that you move your body, or that you create in your favorite medium. You do whatever practice or practices that speak most to your heart, your mind, and your soul, because the next big steps you're going to take, they're going to feel like leaps, and you're going to want them to be deliberate, intentional, and process-oriented. You're going to want to know the general direction that you're heading in. Is it something that I want to do in career? Is it something about money? Is it something about impact for other people? Is it something about community service in some way? Is it something about, family? Is it something about romance? Is it something about friendships? Is it something about how I feel about my body, or finding out the types of things my body can do? That is the answer that only you can find. And it might be that you find that it's multiple things. I encourage you to not overwhelm yourself, because this society that we're in, they try to pretend like you can just do it all and like hack yourself, but it's not really a sustainable way to orient to life, because all of life is process. You look to nature when you want to know how we are meant to move. So if you're doing any sort of biohacking, or trying to learn things quickly, or trying to do things and transform your life super quick in multiple areas of your life, know that you will have a season, at least one season, where you need to crash out. Pay attention to your own process. Pay attention to yourself. Pay attention to your own flow. This really isn't something that someone else can tell you what it is. They can try to offer their perspective. They can tell you what they've seen of you. But nobody is as tuned in as you on you. Nobody should be as tuned in as you on you. Nobody can know you better than you know yourself, unless you're giving your power away in some way, or unless they're a guide of some sort and they're trying to help you know yourself better. But just pay attention is what I'm trying to say. A lot of things are happening right now, and I want you to get through this time feeling more whole. That's my goal. That's my hope for you. I keep saying things that I didn't write, y'all. I keep saying things that I didn't write. The moon is moving through this Pisces house. It's moving through the 12th house. All right, here we go. You're going to want to know the general direction to head in, and the general area of where you want to end up. You want to know the journey's direction, or the journey's goal/destination, like before you set out on it, because you are the co-creator with your life, and no one else can really do this for you. But if you don't, the energy that you're feeling here right now, the heaviness, the ping-ponging in your brain, just the overwhelm, it will likely not just dissipate on its own anytime soon. You're going to have to do something. You're being invited to alchemize. You're being invited to use up anything and everything, all of the inner resources that you have available to you within you first, and to trust that the external needs that you have will appear if you give yourself all this tenderness, all this love, all this affection, and all this guidance. Even if you don't know everything, and you won't know everything, you'll know the next step if you sit long enough, if you put your hands in some clay and you create something, whatever medium that speaks to you, if you go for a walk, or you move your body in that way that you love, if you do something that you love, that is for you, you'll know. You'll find the next step. You will, when it's time for you to take it. You can guide yourself into this next chapter. Please do not sleep on your power. All right, lastly, I want to talk about your blessings. This new moon is also square Jupiter in Cancer. And Jupiter in Cancer has been blessing so many that are care-oriented souls. If you're not feeling blessed right now, it's coming. It's coming. Or there's been actually a way that you might not be seeing the blessings quite yet. Like, I tend to read for people that are very sweet, very sensitive, and very care-oriented. So if you found your way here, but other people wouldn't describe you as such, or you wouldn't describe yourself as such, that might be why you're not seeing blessings. Okay, so for the rest of y'all, it is true that blessings arrive in divine time, and that the universe doesn't really say no to anything that we want. They just say yes. They either say yes and you see the thing immediately, they say yes and you see the thing eventually, or they say not yet and you see the thing a long while from when you asked. And usually when you're not checking for it, usually when you're not yearning for it, usually when you're not wanting the thing as much anymore. The universe loves to surprise you and me and all of us in the direction of our desires. And sometimes we don't get to choose the when in the equation of our desires. This is one of those times. Blessings may rain down on you one day of all the things that you asked for years ago, of people that you wanted to reconnect to, of people that you wanted to connect with months ago, of love that you've waited for a decade or more, of things that you've always wanted to try but you were too scared to do before, or you didn't have the resources to before, or you didn't have the people to do it with before. And all of the timelines that I'm sharing, decades, years, months, they're actually examples that are just completely arbitrary, because some of these things that you've waited for a super long time, maybe your whole life, and some of these things you asked for yesterday or last week, it really doesn't matter, honestly, and it's kind of hard to predict, so I'm gonna stop trying. But I invite you to focus on your blessings. The ones that are coming in, they're special to you, and the gratitude that it makes your heart feel, you get to feel the awe that is coming in your mind, the awe that you're experiencing. It might be clearing your mind. You might feel speechless with some of these blessings. There might be this unexpected sweetness. There might be people who are saying really kind things about you, people who are showing you more love, or who are telling you how much they care about you or how much they appreciate you, people that you didn't expect to say this at all. And truly, with all the sweetness and with all the blessings, there may be a part of you that's like, wait, is that it? Is that all that you're bringing? Like, I was actually expecting more drama. I was expecting more pain. I was expecting more difficulty. I was expecting more strife. Are you just bringing me good? What? Notice that. Notice where you're skeptical. Notice where you feel that and you're saying things like that. And just be in the process with all that these blessings entail, because they're rounding out and they're deeply softening the edges. It's like if you were ever in shop class, if you've ever seen someone create something, it's like sanding down the edges and rounding the edges of the experience that you're having of pain right now, and of heartbreak, and of grief, and of sleepless nights, and of anxiety, and truly of so much more. So much is happening. All right. That's all I got for you today, and truly for this whole week. So take it in, digest it, take your time, revisit this if you need, and as always, be kind to yourself because you deserve it. I'll catch you in the future. All right, bye. Peace.